Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing very well today. In this video, I'm going to be looking at the best guitars of 2023. This is one of my favorite videos to do all year as we look back and talk about some of the best guitars that came through the studio this year. Let's jump in. Now, the first thing to note is the guitars on my list are guitars I've played extensively in 2023. So it's not like a random list taken off the internet. These are guitars that I have a lot of hands-on time with. So that's the first thing I want to say. And the second thing is the manufacturers have no idea that I'm doing the video or if they've made the list or not. It's completely my personal opinion. So these are my favorite guitars of 2023. Here we go. Now, guitar number one on my list, I'm going to categorize as one of the biggest surprises of the year. I was not expecting this guitar from this manufacturer, that's for sure. So what is it? Well, this is, as you can see, a Schecter. Now, I love the Indonesian Schecters, the Korean Schecters, that kind of middle range and low range from Schecter. They make some incredible guitars, but this one caught me off guard, and that is because it is a Japanese-made Super Strat from Schecter. As you can see, it says crafted in Japan there. As you guys know, I love Japanese-made guitars, and this is a no compromise, beautiful Japanese guitar from Schecter. And that just came straight out of the blue. And yeah, it's just a wonderful guitar. Figured neck, plays like an absolute dream. All the high-end specs you could dream of. I'm not going to go into specs in this video because it's just my best of. I'll link to all the guitars for specs. You guys can just click on the link and see. But like super versatile, 5-way switch, pull-out pots, all that kind of stuff. High-end trim. Just a joy to play. So yeah, that's my kind of one of my surprises of the year was a Japanese-made Super Strat from Schecter. Check it out. Now the second guitar on my top guitars of 2023, as you can see from the birds, is a PRS SE. Now the SE line is the quintessential mid-range guitar, you know, offering really great tones, great playability for not like an insane price. And the model that I picked for this year is the McCarty 594. What a guitar this is. Just stunningly beautiful for, you know, a guitar in this price tier. They even included things like the mixed metal on the bridge and saddle. Some really nice high-end features. Coil taps for added versatility, whether you use them or not, is really nice to have. And yeah, just a very classic look brought from the Core series, which as you guys know is super duper expensive, down to the SE line so that we can finally afford a guitar like this. Beautiful guitar. And yeah, definitely made my list for 2023. Now, guitar number 3 on my list of top guitars of the year is a very distinctive instrument. Now, this is the Bal Wingman. Such a cool guitar, and in 2023 Baum really just kind of came out of nowhere seemingly and yeah, it took the market by storm. So obviously they have their very high-end Danish guitars. These ones here are made in South Korea, so some really good savings to be had. And as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of guitars in South Korea. The quality control's excellent. Here we've got a really cool gold, cream, and white aesthetic, beautiful inlays for the Wingman, the Bigsby. So it all just comes together into a very unique and surprisingly playable guitar. Really well balanced because of that offset design. It's a bolt-on neck with a satin finish on the back of the maple, obviously. So we've got some really good combinations going, very playable, very smooth, and just a vibe unlike no other. So this is the Bal Wingman. Now the next guitar on my list for top guitars of 2023 is my pick for best budget guitar. This is always a highly contested category because there's so many great budget guitars out there, but this one really stood out. So what is it and why do I like it? Well, this is the Sire 3 series. So you can see the T3, Larry Carlton T3 by Sire. This also applies to the S3, which is the Strat style body. My nephew is currently playing on that one. He loved that guitar quite a bit, so he's playing on that. So I still have the T3 here, but it also applies to the S3. Now, what do I like about it? Classic, good looks, but at the same time, we get things like contours and a slimmer heel joint right there, as you guys can see. Nice contours right in here. Really playable, rolled fingerboard edges, satin maple neck, great sounding pickups, all for a price that you kind of double check. You're like, is that actually the price of the guitar? They're very affordable and very beautiful instruments. So this is the Sire 3 series, which is the brand new budget line from Sire. So the 7 series has been out for a while, and that definitely turned some heads because hundreds of dollars less than like a player series Strat, but with features that rival much higher than that. So there you guys go. That's my pick for budget guitar of the year. The Sire 3 series, the T, which is the T style, and the S. Now, along with the best budget guitar of the year, this category is also one of my favorites, the best innovative guitar of the year. I really love to see what companies are doing to push, what a guitar can be and evolve the instrument. Past winners have been, amazing companies like Relish, like Gyrock, just incredible guitars. And this year is no exception. This is from Sire guitars. An incredible instrument. On first look, you're like, well, it's just a straight ahead, dual humbucker, kind of retro inspired instrument. And you'd be right. And that's one of the things I like about it. You just pick it up, play it, feels like an totally normal instrument. And I think looks really, really good. Now the secret on the back is, well, a simple pull of the lever like this, and your guitar has 2 joints in it. And in the matter of, if I do it a fast 1 second, your guitar goes into its gig bag, packed into a crowded trunk if you're traveling, into the overhead bin if you're, flying, all that kind of stuff. Tiny footprint from like, a full-scale guitar that feels totally normal to play. And then, locks down in like 2 seconds. You just grab the lever. There you go, full tension, and you play. And when you're done, that's it. So incredible design. The guitar sounds great. Traditional humbucker-ish tone, so you can cover a ton of ground on it. But yeah, just the design of it, incredible guitar. So this year, it goes to Sire Guitars for this incredible design. Next up on my list of top guitars of 2023 is this absolute head turner. This is the H150 from Heritage Guitars. And as you guys know, up to 1957, all these guitars had P90s. And then of course the humbucker was introduced in 57. But before that, all P90s. And this is like the perfect, iteration of those early 50s guitars. And Heritage, as you guys know, was making these guitars back then. So very, very cool. So these guys know tradition. They're all made in the exact same way. And this, of course, is the custom core, which is their high-end version. So no tiny little features overlooked. Very traditional guitar. Very, very beautiful. You play on it, and like I said in my review, you kind of feel like you're going into a time machine and just like hearkening back to, those early days. So stunning, astonishing guitar, the H150 P90 from Heritage. Next up is a Japanese-made Super Strat, but without that insane Super Strat price. As most of you guys know, a Japanese Super Strat, horrifyingly expensive. Lots of people would love to play them, but they're just so expensive. This brand brings that experience down so that more people can enjoy and, experience that Japanese-made Super Strat. This is from Vola. What do I like about it? Number one, high quality guitar. Really flat fingerboard for fast playing, satin on the neck, contoured heel joint right there. Very versatile. You've got splits. You've got a direct out dip switch kind of thing right there. High quality trim system, lightweight guitar, supremely playable. So if you want a Japanese made Super Strat and you're like, well, I'm never going to be able to afford that, check out Vola because they've got some very affordable models that bring you that experience. Love that about them. All right, you guys, next up are the best mid-range guitars of 2023, and I've picked 2 for you guys, one hollow body and one solid body. There's so many amazing guitars in the mid-range, it was so hard to pick, but here are a couple of my favorites. Number 1, Music Man Sterling CT50 Plus. Now, this guitar has since gone to one of my friend's buddies. He's playing on that guitar. Absolutely killer instrument. The specs on it are amazing. They have new higher output pickups with the boost control on that, very, very affordable guitar. So incredible instrument. So that's my pick for solid body guitar. The CT50 Plus, love that instrument. The hollow body, oh, feast your eyes on this. Yes, this is a mid-range guitar. Absolutely stunning. This year it got P90 pickups, which again just brings the the vintage vibe even harder. This thing brings it. Great playability, great construction. This is, again, another Sire guitar. So this is from the 7 series, which is a little bit more expensive than that 3 series that we talked about earlier. So this is from their main line. Beautiful, beautiful instrument. Yeah, like I said, H7 with the P90s. Incredible guitar. So this one and the Sterling CT50 Plus, my picks for mid-range guitars of the year. You cannot go wrong with either of these and those brands in general. And finally, guitar number 10, my final favorite guitar of 2023, is my favorite custom instrument. And yes, this is an SG type body shape. Not something I ever thought I would love, but this guitar is absolutely a joy to play. Insane, from like the really cool metal work on it, the shotgun shell knobs, you know, the worn off heavy duty relic finish, the block inlays, like the wooden block inlays, absolutely insane. So what is it? It is, of course, a Pauletti. What an incredible instrument this is. Like I said, a little bit of a surprise, actually a pretty big surprise. You know, I'm not an SG guy, but I started playing on this guitar, and everything from the playability to the balance that works, to the tones that come out of it, to the custom looks, everything just hit me right there. Beautiful, insane guitar. Check out Pauletti if you haven't already in the past. This one, the aesthetics and stuff were done by me, so you can see the signature up on that headstock. So I'm a little biased on this one. But yeah, incredible instrument for sure. Love it. So that's my pick for custom guitar of the year. So I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys for tuning in 2023. What an incredible year it's been. Couldn't do it without you guys. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself an amazing Christmas break. We'll be back in the new year with a bunch of new videos. So tune in, subscribe if you haven't done it. Other than that, have a great break. Take care.